Hello Bio 107 students! This is an unboxing video for your microscope kit. This is for the lab for Bio 107 for summer 2020 and fall 2020. So your microscope kit will likely come in a brown box, and inside the box you will see the World of the Microscope book. This is an excellent little book. It's a little bit old-fashioned. It was published in the 80s. We're not going to be using any of the information in that book specifically as far as the experiments go, but it will be referenced once in a while in the lab. You'll also see a customer information pamphlet. This has customer service information. If there's anything wrong with your microscope, there are web addresses and emails, phone numbers to call. Please do check your microscope as soon as you get it to make sure that it's in working order. Inside the microscope box, there will be a red box over here, and the microscope. Your microscope will likely be covered in plastic when you take it out of the box. There's a plug for the microscope, and you can take this out carefully. And set it down on the base. There's also a dust jacket in with the microscope. So that keeps dust off it when you store your microscope not in use. So the microscope can be plugged in right here. The on-off switch is here. And underneath is a place to put the batteries. Always be careful about the eyepiece and ocular lens. This can come out fairly easily, and you don't want that to break or get damaged. So underneath the microscope, that's where the batteries can go. Your microscope should come with 3 batteries, and those will be in the microscope slide preparation kit box. I already opened this. We have some other interesting things in here. A mini petri dish, some simple forceps. This is an additional ocular lens at 25x. The one that comes with your microscope is 10x. It's already in there. You will also have a package of prepared slides already made for you. WM stands for wet mount, or hole mount, I'm sorry, and CS stands for cross section. So you'll see some different abbreviations there. We also have a plastic bag, and in here we've got cotton swab and a stirring rod. Cotton swab and stirring rod. These will be useful for when we do the DNA experiment, so please keep them clean. This is a test tube. There's a pipette. This is a probe. It's got a plastic cover on the tip. It's very sharp. This is helpful when you're teasing apart specimens or you're trying to move something that is very small. Keep this away from children because it can be a dangerous little tool. This is also very sharp. This is called a microtome. You'll see it discussed in that microscope book. And what this does is it rotates a razor blade around so you can slice objects for microscopy very thin. So for some of the labs, you'll see a sharp knife is required or a razor blade. You could also use this. Specifically, we're going to be doing some celery cross sections, and you can stick a little piece of celery in there and make a very thin slice. There's a red stain and a blue stain. And then we have lots of lens wipes and then some stickers. These are helpful if you are making a slide that is dark or has a dark specimen on it. You can put the sticker down on the microscope slide and then put your specimen on top. And speaking of making your own slides, you'll have some empty slides here for making microscope slides. You'll do celery, cheek cells, and maybe some other things. And there are also cover slips, and these are wrapped up in a very neat little package. They're very thin glass, so please be careful with those. If you enjoy microscopy, you might opt to buy additional microscope slides and cover slips. They're very handy to have if you plan to do this at your leisure. So those are the tools that you will have with your microscopy kit. Make sure everything is there. We'll be using most of these for Bio 107 lab, and stay tuned for more instructional videos.